What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Games on Decks. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are with the biggest, most anticipated Titanic Honor and Glory update. This is demo 401. In this beautiful rendition of Titanic, you will be able to see 25% of a very massive ship. If you haven't already, please support these folks here at Titanic Honor and Glory. Go to their website, Titanic HG. Give them your support, give them their love. Without further ado, folks, this is Games on Deck. All right, welcome back, everybody. Here we are in the loading screen. This is the Marconi room. Beautiful. I will be giving you all every update that I can. This is the first class portion of the demo. Ooh. All right, let's check our video effects here. Options. All right, that's all good. Field of view, can widen that just a hair. Do they have that little fade? Display. It looks like there's a motion blur. Let's turn that off. Alright, back to it. Alright, motion blur is off. As before, here we are. I'm not sure where we are actually. Is this C deck? This is definitely not D deck. This is different. Where is it? It is D deck. Oh, interesting. So this is the start. Oh, it's all painted now. Beautiful. Well, let's have a look forward. We haven't been able to go here before. If you remember in our last video, this was blocked off by some barrels. So let's work our way forward. I feel like small. Okay, we can move pretty quick. Interesting. So there's none of the objects. Oh, wow, look. I wonder if this will go down to the squash racket court. Okay. I know the mail room is down there, but no, it looks like they have the entrance to it blocked off. All right, before we go down there, let's have a look forward here. We've never been able to go up here. Okay, so that's all normal. It's the same on the other side. Let's take a little sneak. Let's have a sneak peek. Go down. Blocked off there. Let's go. Oh wait, maybe the squash racket court is open. Oh gosh, here we go. I am so excited about the look. They even have the... You can hear the squash racket sounds. Well done, team. So the entryway was right down here. There was also a viewing area, which looks like they have closed off. Wow. So this was the squash racket court. Those that know what squash racket is, you know what it is. But if you don't know, the objective was to hit the ball inside of those lines back and forth amongst two players while maintaining your square area there. So, wonderful game. This is great. You can even hear some of the engine room there in the background. Great attention to detail. Wow, I'm so excited that they have the squash racket court. Now down here was the mail room. Let's go have a look-see. And I believe this is where the mail clerks stayed. They don't have it labeled, but I'm pretty sure that's where our mail clerks would have stayed. Let's go. Mail room. This is where passengers could go down, get mail, check mail, send mail, you name it. It was all down here, organized beautifully. Look at this. And then down here was the mail hold. Oh my goodness, is it open? I think that it is. I think that it is open. Let's have a look. It's open. It was open. Here we are. This is fantastic. Look at all of the mail hold. Wow. You can literally see, look, there's the hoist where they would bring up the bags and bring them down. Wow. This is incredible. You can still hear back there the boiler room. Oh goodness, there's the winch. So there actually was an access way right here, and through that hatch was what was called the well, one that was towards the bottom, but there was what was called the Spessier room, where I believe the Ruby yacht that was aboard Titanic was stowed. They can't get to it because when the ship landed down into the mud. Pushed everything forward, collapsed decks. They're just not going to be able to get down there. But there is a Spessier room right behind that door there. Opposite that, more inboards and towards the port side of the ship over there, was a storage area where they would crate up things to be stowed and traveled on the ship, like cargo. Wow, very nice. And then here was also a storage area, cargo. Let's head up. Well done, designers. Well done. Beautiful. Oh, wait, look at that. There's even markings on the wood. All right, so they have that all closed off. Let's keep moving. We already checked out the starboard side. Let's go over to the port. Back in those days, believe it or not, these would have been opposite in the early 1900s. If you know that for sure, let me know. But if I'm not mistaken, the left of the ship in 1912 was actually called starboard, and the right side was called port. That changed in the mid-1900s. Not 100% on that, but check that out. Beautiful. It's so quiet. It's eerily quiet. So we are on D deck. This is where passengers would come down for a grand entrance. Wow, how well lit it is. Carpeting detail is beautiful. The woodwork, well done. Let's keep moving. And we access the dining saloon. Did they close it off? But it looks like the door's lighting up like we can. You can open the doors now. Ah, this is so cool. Great, look at this. So last time we could not explore this in full, but now it looks like we can go all the way back to the galleys. Let's have a look. Beautiful. Wow, we can actually come in and see the Steinway. All of its woodwork. They would hold their church services in here. Look, you can even see, wow. This, back in the day, was a beautiful craft. I mean, they had wood carvers spending hours doing this. We just don't do this stuff anymore. This is just amazing. Well researched. The tile is beautiful. The linoleum tiling. Fresh paint. Wow, looks really nice. Oh, I'm curious. If we can get into the galley, I'll be very surprised. Let's see. Oh, we cannot get into the galley, but back there was the galley where food would be pressed in hot plates, or they'd be ready to be brought out by the stewards. It's worth a shot. Let's try it. All right, so we can't access the galleys. That's okay. I'm sure maybe some point in the future they might. We'll see. All right, here we are. I kind of poofed us that way. We were back there. We already checked the forward portion. Let's move up a deck. Before, we could not access like the smoking room and things like that. So maybe this time, when we head to the aft section, we'll be able to. Let's see if our buddy's still here. Oh, he's not here anymore. So here is the pursers. Wow, look at that. They even have the detail here. That beautiful white star with cubed background. Look at that. We'll have the log there. Details are all beautiful. Look, they even shined the notices. Contribute to the project. They enjoy this demo. Please do. Titanic HG, do it. Look, they have the heaters, and it even shows like the evaporation. That's amazing. Oh boy. You want to move forward? Let's move forward. Let's do it. So those that know me know I am big on Titanic. I know a lot about it. I'm not like a perfect historian or anything like that, but I do know a lot of fun facts about the ship and done a lot of research in it. My fascination started when I was really, really little. I used to, when I was in the library, I would get all of the wreck books that I could, or shipwrecks, and I used to follow Dr. Ballard. One of the big reasons why I joined the Navy. Boy. He thinks there's a little glitch here. Okay, it's safe. It's safe. So I don't think we're supposed to be able to go into this room, but you're actually seeing down into this room. Well, let's not mess with that. I don't think that room rendered. But long story short, yeah, I used to do a lot of research into Titanic. I have quite a few extensive books, including Ship the Magnificent and other books by Ballard and such. And I ended up right in high school making my own Minecraft Titanic, really researching the deck plans, understanding where things were placed, and designing it. So those of you out there that have that same fascination, keep up with it. Don't let it die. What do we got? Can we open any of this? Nope. Yeah, definitely don't let it die. All right, so let's move forward here. Or aft, I should say. Ladies lab. Okay. So a lot of this will be things that will look very similar. What's over here? I haven't seen these. Oh, it's a little steward area. Okay. What's this? This is the call box for each of the rooms. Wow. Very cool. I guess it's where they would be relieved. Fascinating. Okay, well done, guys. Smoking in the common ways is strictly forbidden. They had a beautiful room to use. I don't see why they wouldn't want to use it. They could probably do it in their cabins, though. All right, let's work our way this way. We can. Okay, so you all know, this is one of the premier first class suites here. Let's have a look. This is the C deck one. Sorry, it might not render well, but here we go. Wow. So these were adjacent rooms. They could get adjacent rooms for families and such, but these were the suites. Look at this. I wonder if the beat. Oh, okay. Let's get into this. So they have the little fire. Look, there's the clock. You can hear the ticking. Whenever they went down to actually explore the ship, they saw this clock sitting right there on the mantle. It didn't fall off. There she is, ticking again. Well done. Oh, goodness. Yes, let's look at this. Wow. This is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, and here's where it would separate into their bath. Private bath here. This is a big suite on C deck. Wow, beautiful. Rivets. And then you had they were all adjacent, so you could rent multiple rooms, or you could have multiple rooms attached to one another. This looks like a linen closet, but not quite sure. I'm sure they would stow luggage there. There's the curtain beneath the bed. Wow. Now I'm super excited to see what else this place brings me. So anything that is lit up, you can open or close. That is great. I don't want to miss anything. Now I'm like curious. I want to hit every room. It's almost eerie. It's so quiet. There's no music rolling. Let's keep moving. So this is a massive ship. So imagine when this game comes out, you're going to need some really good graphics cards to rule it. Alright, so where we're headed now, this is the maid's saloon, or the steward's saloon, I should say. Why did I say maids? And it was forward here. Let's take a look at this. Wow. Okay. It's accessible. So that would lead back. There was a little access way on the other side where a stairwell would go down. Stainless steel. Expensive. Nothing but the finest. Wow. I don't know if that's intentional. Alright, here we go. We are now in the aft section of C deck. I don't know if any of these are accessible. Walk way to the other side. Last time, remember, there was like little paint barrels and stuff. Had that music going. Can we access it? We cannot. Okay. I'm like super curious. I want to press everything. So I think that forward room probably just didn't render. That's why you could see into the ship. Here is the C deck accommodations, as you can see. You see that? There's all the stewards in the back, and the doctor, and the assistant doctor. So there was a surgical suite on Titanic. I think I talked about it in our last video, where it was separated from everything else. So you had to go down a little stairwell, and it would take you in there. But they also would lock up criminals in those areas because they had soft pad rooms. They didn't actually keep them on the Master at Arms. In the Master at Arms area, there wasn't actually a jail. All right, here we are. We're finally in the barber shop, and it is beautiful. Oh, I thought we could see our reflection for a bit. Oh, they would also sell souvenirs in here as well. They would have like small little things you could purchase and buy. Shut this. I can't. There's the hours. Shall we go up? It's better than moving all the way forward and seeing, so let's go up here. Here we are on B deck. It does. Oh, and it's just push proximity, just like the real thing. Awesome. So we don't have to hold it open. All right, so this is the palm room. We're going to head over to the veranda and palm court. A lot of the teenagers would hang out down here. I think we've talked about that before. Wow. There's the red carpeting. Sea breeze to represent that French bistro out of the side. Already seen a lot of this. Beautiful. If you've not checked this out, go ahead and look at my first video from before. You'll have an opportunity to really get in depth in this area, and I break down some of the things that you see. Linen storage. You see the menu? There's your menu. Here we are. So this restaurant, the a la carte restaurant, was a privatized one. It had its own stowage downstairs. Well, downstairs. On the lower decks in the cold storage area. Yes. And for a small fee, you could come down here and eat. So there should be, right here, where is the... There it is. Okay, so that would lead back to the galley area. Where the waiters would bring out the food from. Can you access that? Alright, we're gonna run forward. I like that they made it faster. You can see there's some musician stands where they'd have like a little small cantina band playing. We already know what's up here. We're gonna check that out in a little bit. So, let's see if we can access those first class suites. I am really excited. See if we can. I'm running for it. On this side of the ship was, I believe, the Macy's. And on the opposing side was Mr. Ismay, B51. Or 52, 54, 56. This would have been B51. Where the... Did I say Macy's? I meant the Strausses. The founders of Macy's. Oh, cool. Oh boy. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Spot on. There's the fireplace. Even have the mirror. Look at this suite. Okay. Little postcard there to write on. Private promenade. We weren't able to see this before, but let's have a look. Beautiful. If I ever had my own house and a decent amount of money, I would probably recreate this promenade for one of my porch scenes. It is beautiful. Wow. And then forward there is where the entryway would have been, a little promenade. It's beautiful. Let's check out some of the rest of this suite. Look at the table. Every bit of detail's gone into this. We can't check out the rest of the suite. Alright, let's go to the other side and see if we can access Mr. Ismay's. We cannot. So I guess that little taste is what we get. Okay. I mean, you can't give it all away. This is a demo. Gotta leave you wanting. So let's have a look-see. This is where the entryway would have been. Right there. I believe, but don't quote me, I believe one of these were in fact opened. It might have been the D-deck gangway that was opened to help get passengers in, and then towards the end of the sinking it was left open, and that's part of the reason why she sank a little bit faster. Just more water was able to pour in there. Move forward. And not. There's the lifts, like before. Alright, let's move up. This is what I have been waiting for. I'm hoping that we have access. We do. Thank goodness. So, that direction is the reading and writing room and the lounge. We are going to go check that out. First, I want to see if we have any access in this, in the bow area. Okay, we can go through. Oh man, this is exciting. How beautiful is this? So in here is one of the funnel ways that would go through. They just built around it, like this little wall section. But the funnels exit was down through there. Exhaust, I should say. And they even have the stewards up here. There's a bare blue room. Look for it. Oh, it's so great to get to the forecastle. Can't open that. Oh. Right. I wonder if we can see some of those little junction areas. Sorry. I'm thinking two things at once because I'm like so excited about this. Lounge area, beautiful. Yeah. Empty space. Here we go. Forward or aft. Access that. All right, let's walk through. All right, here you can see one of the promenade entrances. This is where in the movie at the very end, whenever, spoiler alert, she dies, she comes through right there. She walks in, she's like, hey everybody, what's going on? La 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 la. Goes up and reunites with Jack. Ah, we can't access the part. There she is in all her glory. Another one. Let's try this one, maybe. Nope. Alright, here we go to the lounge. I have been waiting for this for some time. The reading and writing upstairs. Okay. Oh, it rotates. Here we go. All right, here is the reading and writing room. Can we access it? We can. And isn't it beautiful? Everything's right. The curtains are right. Everything is right. Look at the chairs. Beautiful. This is where the photograph on the Olympic would have been taken. Right there is like cheese. Wow. So a lot of the first class women would hang out here. It is beautiful. Peaceful. Serene. Definitely a good place to read and write. Now you can see there's places that can do that. Write letters, postcards. Very nice. Shut this behind us. And there it is. Everybody, let's go. There is the lounge. I'm going to give that a minute to just kind of render. It is a massive file. Look at this. Letters. Mail post. And we're back. Wow. This is something. Like carpeted. It's like beautiful colors. There's the chandelier. There's the bookshelf. It also had a fireplace, as you can see there. It's just such a big file, even my computer is struggling with it. All new equipment. I got a new mic. Hope you all like it. It's a little more clear. Your clock. Beautiful. All right, let's work our way aft. Oh, look at this. Just such great detail put into this. Every little facet. I mean, they are definitely doing their research. Got that? All right. On the other side over here, before I move forward, it's also a little funnel exit back in there. There was, I believe, a little... Yep. So they could get small refreshments in here, drinks and such. Looks like it's closed off, but there was also a small galley just behind that, so they could go in there, get a drink, things like that. And there was like a small galley back there as well, where they would prepare that. Let's move forward. You can probably see the entrance to one of the galleys here. Yep, right there. A pantry. Would stow like glasses and such, and there's ways to clean the dishes and all. It'd be so great if I could go out on that promenade and see. I cannot. Alright, it's open. The door is open, everybody. Without further ado, let's get into the smoking room. Here we are. And here was a bathroom. Most of the first-class male passengers would be here. They even have a spittoon. The ashtrays. It looks like they have matches available. Wow. Stained glass. Drinks and such. There was also a small place to get drinks here as well. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is the last account on where Thomas Andrews was seen. Don't quote me though. If you know, comment down below. Let me know. At last, that must be chewing tobacco. Yep. Or maybe just a regular. I'm not quite sure. There is the fireplace. And the clock. Look at that. You can even see the reflection in the glass. Oh, what great detail. Back here was where there was a small pantry. And that means if we can see this, then we can actually see the veranda and palm court, as opposed to Cafe Parisian downstairs. I might have called Cafe Parisian a veranda and palm court earlier. Forgive me. Look at that. Storage, look, they even... Wow. Very nice. Okay. There is the veranda and palm court. Can we access it? We can! We can go on the aft first class deck. Wow, look at this. And these were sliding doors back here. Forward look. Beautiful. Alright, here we go. We are finally on deck. Stern. Oh, very clever. They blocked it off. Jump, jump, jump. I could jump that. There's the cranes. Load not to exceed 1.5 tons. Awesome. Can we find this? That'd be cool. Can we find it? There is the aftermast. That boy was tilted back just like that. You can see the Marconi wire up there. That's that little 4-ringed wire that goes forward. Now we can have a look down on the aft section. Look, they even have the emergency bridge up and running. Are we at sea? We are at sea. This is fantastic. See the crane winch. And then the other side of the palm court. I read in one of my books that this was converted into the nursery. I don't know if that's true or not. If anybody actually knows where the nursery was, apparently there was a nursery on board. Let me know. I'm actually very curious about that. Here is the palm court. Beautiful. And again, we cannot get forward. So I didn't see any of the expansion joints inside. Let's move forward. Access some of the lower deck spaces. I gotta go through the lounge on our way back, sorry. So you all can enjoy it. There she is. Small versions of the chandelier. Well done, Titanic Honor and Glory, well done. Pillows. I was so happy to see that. What a wonderful treat. They're going to update like second class and third class as they go. I'm really excited for second class. It's one of the most undocumented areas of the ship. You don't really hear much about the second class. But they were there too, and it was just as important. I know they had a library, they had all kinds of things, which was almost comparable to other ships. First class accommodations. They had a lot of really great things. They're already there. Alright, so we're gonna go to the lower deck. Whoa, wait. Let's go up to the boat deck. I don't think we did that, did we? I know that the gymnasium is up here. Let's see if we can go in. We can. We are officially in the gymnasium. Wow. Can we hit this? Wow, they have the bikes. They have the White Star Line map. I believe Mr. Jacob Astor was in here and he cut open one of the life jackets to show some of the female passengers, which was inside. John Jacob Astor went down with the ship and he got his wife aboard a lifeboat and then stayed behind. Look at this. There was a tenant in here that would run everything. We have the electric horses. This is beautiful. Sorry, I had a little phone ring there. Give me just a moment. And we're back. Okay, so this is the gymnasium. Great. It'd be cool if we could go on deck, but it looks like we cannot start. Let's check the other side. You never know. Maybe the door's open. There's one of the Steinways there. Let's go. Yes! We are out on the boat deck. You can see one of the 20 lifeboats. Beautiful. Look at this. Oh, can we get to the compass tower? We can! What? So, oh no, we can't go to the compass tower. It's blocked off. Very smart. So the compass tower was put in the most central location of the ship because that's where the least amount of rock would be or the least amount of motion. So they could get a really good gauge where they were headed. And that's the compass tower right there. Well done. Okay, we are back. Let's see how far forward we can go. I don't think we can go very far forward. We can see one of the lifeboats here. We're covered. Looks beautiful. Almost like a birch-looking deck. So, I remember, and you all correct me if I'm wrong. I remember, oh, looks like I'm actually sitting in a Titanic chair. I remember hearing a story from Charles Lightoller and account of them getting the lifeboat down, one of the collapsibles up here, and him saying it was stowed upside down. Let me know down in the comments if you know for sure whether they were stowed upside down or they were right side up. But I believe, according to his account, I'd have to find it, that they said that he had said that it was stowed upside down. I can't really tell from here. It looks like just run it out. I can't really see it. But I'm kind of curious if that's an account or maybe there's just like some error or something. It's so great if I could crawl up there. Forward, you're seeing the bridge, and there it's the access to the port side look over. Wow, and there you can see an expansion joint. That's what that gold is. That allowed the ship to flex a little bit in the waves because it was just so massive. So part of the front could kind of buckle up a little bit like that, and it could kind of give it room to flex to the waves. But I believe when she broke apart, she broke at one of the after expansion joints towards where the smoke room was when it all fell apart. Yeah, we can't go very far aft, so we're not going to go that way. All right, let's head back inside. I am so excited that we got to see that. Let's see if we can go forward at all. There's one of the Steinways. Beautiful. Ooh. Cuts off there. There's as far forward as you can go. Anything different on the other side? This door's brown. You can open it. Right. Very cool. There's the expansion joint that we saw on the upper deck a little bit ago. The Marconi room. So this is where the officers would have stayed. Not in the Marconi room, but along this area here. And let me see if we do. We have... Yeah, there we go. There's the piping that they would use to get from the pursers. And such, it was like a vacuum thing like you used to see at the banks whenever you'd stop and get checks and such put in at the drive-through. There it is. And then the SOS was played for the first time here. From the old CQD to the SOS. This is where Phillips and Bride were. And they had their own accommodation here. And they kept going until like water was on them. He said, hey, you need to get out now. So he did. There's the skylight that could let in a breeze. Actually not bad accommodations if you're the Marconi operator. Oh, the officers who were up here also had their own mess hall and not bad accommodations. They were still small, but or what they are, we can access it. Wonder if we'll be able to see Captain Smith's quarters on the starboard side. And here is one of the funnels, the forward funnel. Well, the shaft that goes down to the boilers. Alright, so this is one of the... Yes, it's the bridge. So there were two bridges. This one, I believe, was the one that was primarily used. Maybe not. It might have been the forward one. That is beautiful. Patent pending. And there's that famous red and white tile pattern. And it would stand on that. That is beautiful. At the helm of Titanic. And there you can see the compass. Back in here was the chart room. I think it was in here. And in there they would plan out where they're going to go, etc. Pass those orders to the pilot. And then turnover amongst rounds between the officers. They would discuss, what the plan was and what they were going to do during their watch. We can access forward, so why cut that off, I wonder? Oh no, we can't go that way. I wonder why that's all cut off. I mean, you should just open that up. Here we go. We're going to look at the look over. Can't open that. That's over. This is so awesome. Look at that view. You can see the entire forward bow, the forecastle, the skylight that's sitting there. Fun fact, if you watch the James Cameron movie, when they first do that flyover of Titanic and they go from the front to the back, the ship is mirrored digitally. If you look, that skylight's on the opposite side and stuff. It's just a flaw in the movie. Look at that. There's the crow's nest, the forward mast. It's just beautiful. Look, they even have the covers over top of the cargo hold bay. Look at that. There's the step up. They included the step up. This is where they would step up, and they could look over. What is this? I don't know what that is. If you know what that is, tag the timestamp and let me know. I am not quite sure what that is. There's the lamp up there. And if we could only crawl up there, that would be cool. Here we are at the forward wheel. Beautiful wheelhouse. Look, they even have the I think all stop, slow, full, J-ray patterns. So they had a copy of this down in the engine room that would ding. If you've seen the movie, you see how that works. And by dead slow, slow half. Wow. That is really cool. Maybe we can't go this way. This is incredible. And here we are on the starboard side. Same thing. So as you look down there, over on the far left side, well, I guess it would be that way for you all. Down in the where that single door is next to those bollards over there, that's where the lamps were. Most of the crew was housed in the forward section of the ship. There was also a couple of spiral stairs that led all the way down to the fireman's passage, down into the engine rooms. It's just beautiful. I am so excited for this game to release. Alright. Well, we can't crawl up there, which is a bummer. I guess we cannot see the captain's quarters unless we go through the other side, but I have not done that. So let's just see if we can. Leave that open. Open. That would have taken us out to the officer's promenade. So we cannot access the captain's accommodations. He would have been here. He had his own bath. See it in some of the photos when they went down, and you can see that tub as they're going across the officer quarters, and that's where the bath was over here. I believe now, though, due to the damages done to the ship from people landing submersibles on there and such, that they damaged it in such a way that it actually now goes down and the tub is gone, like buried. All right, so we have this is the hoist, it looks like, for the lifts, which are just below this. And there you can see some of the tubing that would come up and send the messages. I believe there was also some out here. Yeah, see? I thought so. There's some out here. We go through over there. This is really cool. Yep, and those go directly into the Marconi room. Very nice. So cool if we could get on this side too. But we cannot, alas. So I think that we have seen almost everything that we can see. We have one last area of the ship to explore, and I will head down there now and meet you in just a moment. Welcome back. Here we are down on E deck. The clock will be set backwards at midnight, 49 minutes. But they closed the emergency door. Can no longer access it. So in Demo 3, if you remember, we got to see some of Scotland Road. That's what's on the other side of this door here. But normally it was not accessible. I believe for the evacuation of the ship, I think they did open it. So through that door is more cabins. They could alternate between first and second class depending on capacity. Here are the lifts. Got like a little mini picture down there. Watertight door deck plate. I guess that's just below there. This would have led forward. That way would have been third class, and I believe there was also the Master at Arms was forward that direction as well. Since we can't do anything here, and I believe this way, this is where Molly Brown's cabin was, one of these. All right, let's keep moving. Gonna head down to the Turkish bath area. Okay. It's the fan room. And not much to see in there. It's open? Okay, so, fun fact about this. This was a watertight door. It's the only reason that we cannot get to the pool. That's the same on the other side of the Turkish bath as well. The only other way to get to the pool, if you cannot get through this watertight door and down, would have to be through there. And that's a whole maze in and of itself just to get to it. So they will likely never get to a chance to see the swimming bath. Let's look at the Turkish baths. So it's very similar to the other, except it's pretty cleaned up. I like that. If they got the water. They do. There's the Turkish bath. I think that was supposed to be Mr. Andrews. Or not Mr. Andrews, Mr. Ismay. But he doesn't have the mustache, so I guess he's not. Oh, looky here. This is cool. Showers. We have not been able to access this part of the Turkish baths before. So these were the steam rooms, or the hot rooms. There they are. This led back to an additional area back there. It went around that little bend that you see here. It went in and around. Look at this. I don't have them labeled up there. Let's see. Looks like where steam would come in. We have a small ventilation. Oh, it's fascinating. Can't shut that. This is a beautiful room. I don't think they'd be able to get there though, because the only way would be through here. All right, see if we can access the swimming bath. We can. We can finally access it. Here it is. Look at that. They had the showers. These were the changing areas. Looks like very cool. This is beautiful. There was an attendant down here that would monitor all of this. This is great. Look at this. This detail. We can finally go into the swimming bath. Can we go in? Oh. We can. We're swimming. Whee! Wow. Good job to the team. I'm just taking a moment to let you all enjoy. All right, let's go. So these were drying rooms and such, and that led to some steward areas. We've already been back here. This is where the attendants would stay. Alright, I think that is all we have to see in this demo. So without further ado, let's work our way up top and let's close out this video. Alright everybody, so I figured I would close out on my favorite deck down here at the deck. Well, a little bit above it, but one of my favorite decks ever. Hats off to the developers here of Titanic Honor and Glory. You all are doing a fantastic job. I highly recommend, guys, that you support them. Go to titanichg.com. Give them some love. I mean, this is fantastic. I cannot wait for this game to come out. They are really working hard, researching, making sure that this is done correctly. And it's the first really full-scale Titanic that we'll have to explore. It's been an absolute pleasure following them on this journey, and I cannot wait to see what they have in store with their future developments. If you have any kind of comments or things that you'd like to say, things that you liked, things you didn't like, some things that you know that maybe I don't know, you could share some information, feel free to comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, please climb the mast, go up there, ring that bell so you get all notifications for any videos that I release. And as always, folks, keep on that gaming, rock it up. This is Games on Deck.